everyone, I am Alexandra Schlieva, the community manager at Wellma. Today I am talking with Georgina Quinn. She is a life coach and a weight loss coach focusing on hormonal and natural weight. And I have a few questions for you today. How would you describe holistic nutrition? What is that?
Yes. So first of all, thank you for having me. I love the app. And second of all, holistic nutrition. So when we talk about holistic nutrition and holistic lifestyle, is basically eating from what Mother Earth provided for us. There was no packaged and processed foods back at the cave, right? We had to fend for our food and eat what Earth gave us. And that is the most natural way for human beings to eat. And therefore, hormonally, it is the best way for us to eat. And that's what I think one of the reasons a lot of people are having issues with being overweight or not feeling well is because they're primarily eating processed foods and they're not eating these whole foods.
How would you say how you coach people with weight loss? How does it help them? Are there any risks and benefits?
Yeah, so there are no risks. The only risk is that you'll lose too much weight. That's literally what happened to me. I had to scale it back, which was the first time ever that happened to me in my life. But the rewards are enormous. You feel, a lot of people feel so lack of energy and brain fog and lack of clarity. And as soon as we implement the protocol that I advise, they start losing weight, they start having vitality, they have that energy that they used to have, or some of them never had, and they just find this burst of energy. Definitely more confident, because once you start feeling good and looking good, and you start doing the things that you always wanted to do that held you back, either by weight or by energy. You start having clarity, your brain performs better when it's your body's like, a car, right? Like if you have a Ferrari, you're not going to feed it the worst fuel, you're going to give it the best fuel, and giving it the best fuel gives that Ferrari optimal charge, right? And that's what happens in the body. And so you really feel like your most optimal self. And there's a lot of research showing that it induces longevity. And I'm 49 years old, and I feel younger and more vital now than I ever did in my 20s and 30s, which is incredible, just by changing my lifestyle and my food.
Wow, you're 49? That's insane. I would have never guessed that. That's wild.
Yeah. I'm turning 50 next year. I'm like, freaking out.
Whoa,
but it is what it is.
You literally look 25. So that's wow. It just shows that whatever you're doing is working.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and I didn't look like this in my 30s. When I look at pictures of my 30s, I looked a lot older. I was bloated. I was 55 pounds overweight, and I was sick. I had a lot of autoimmune issues. I literally changed my entire life and reset my body. And now I'm healthy. The doctors cannot believe my blood levels. And I basically did it on my own with just nutrition and there's also, besides just eating optimally for your hormones, there's a way to also do that and offset the spikes of certain hormones by proper food combination. And it's really easy to do. And this way, people can still have a little bit of those processed foods or those joy foods that I call, and offset their hormones a little bit by that. So it's like the best of both worlds, because I get to eat optimally 90% of the time. And this is what my program teaches people. And then that 10% of the time I get to have fun, but I know how to optimize my hormones by eating in a proper order, so those foods don't affect me as much as they did before.
Wow, that's interesting. It's like straight up science, right?
Yeah, yeah. I literally think that I landed at the key or the unlocking of the universe of what weight loss and optimal health looks like. in a very natural way with no drugs, with no hard to do exercises. It's just changing your lifestyle. And my methodology teaches it little by little. I don't want people going into the all or nothing. I want people to make these gradual changes and change their brain in real time. Because once we do everything too fast, it gives us that diet mentality. This is not a diet.
That brings us to the last question, which is what advice do you have for the Wellma community exploring holistic wellness?
Yeah, I feel that any holistic practitioner is going to help us get down to the cause and not the symptom. I feel like as human beings, we want to put our effort, and whatever we put our effort in, we want the reward of that. And I feel that a lot of people are going for the quick gratification, which is just treating the symptom. But by treating the cause of how I teach, and I'm sure a lot of amazing holistic practitioners also teach, you actually get to the bottom of it faster. And by changing the behavior and the mindset, you actually get to unlock your life in such a more beautiful way. So that is what holistic nutrition and therapy does. And it's 100% worth it. Even if you think it's going to take a little bit more time in the beginning, it's going to speed up the process later on. And it's 100% worth it.
Wow. Thank you. That was beautiful said. Just want to say thank you so much, Georgina. And for everybody watching, you can find Georgina on the Wellma app. You can reach out to her and book a session. And yeah, thank you so much for doing this interview.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.